So someone was asking me why you should reject the sample if the sample is enough to take or to carry out the investigation. If you don't reject sample, you end up getting the wrong analysis, the wrong result. You do right analysis and get wrong result simply because the sample container or the anticoagulant in the case of blood that you're supposed to use for the particular test, you do not use it. You understand? So if you are to do PCV, you know, you know the right anticoagulant to use for your PCV. And if you are to do ESR, you know the right anticoagulant to use. So the same thing to other tests in chemistry. If you are doing an electrolyte estimation and they are bringing a bottle that contains um, one of the electrolytes, eh, one of the electrolytes like sodium, and you want to use that kind of container, that kind of sample for electrolyte, you already have electrolyte in that container. It's already electrolyte in that container. So if you are estimating for electrolyte, you will not get the accurate result. So that is why you reject such sample, because the sample is not in the right container. So you reject it. And if the sample will not be enough for you to carry out this analysis, you also reject it because you don't manage sample. You don't manage sample. If you manage sample, it will end you in getting a wrong result. That is the reason why you don't manage sample. And that is the reason why you must reject sample that is not in an appropriate container. Because at the end of the day, it will not be the patient or the relative that bring the sample that will be cautioned. It's you as the lab scientist that will be called to order. It's your own license that is at risk. Then their own is to give you sample. You don't know whatever you do with the sample. You don't know if this bottle is not supposed to be like all those